What's up? Today's another day, tea time. Or, I make coffee later on in this video, so coffee, tea time. So today's video is kind of weird. It's kind of like a lens review video plus a connection with tea time and how it kind of connects to us as human beings, spiritually, you know, motivationally, all that good stuff. So, stay tuned. Alright, to do a quick review of this lens is actually a Russian lens. It is a copy of the Zeiss optical formula. This lens was actually made a very long time ago. It's a vintage lens. This lens is probably older than I am. I really like this lens. Now, this lens is built like a tank. Like it could probably fall and still survive. So this is a manual lens, meaning if you have a DSLR or a mirrorless, this lens, you cannot control it from the camera. You have to focus with it with your hands, and you can also control the aperture. Because it started off as a copy, it ended up developing its own like personal quirks, and I think that's like really awesome. Now, besides it being built like a tank, it actually has a pretty decent learning curve when you want to take photos or even use it in video. I'm gonna do a quick little B-roll video using this lens only, so check it out. Yeah, it was kind of difficult because I was doing it by myself, but I just loved the manual focusing because it was smooth, and that way you can get those blurry to clear shots, or you can move out to in. So if you feel like, you know, you're not trying as hard, you want to get a little more creative, get the lens. But the biggest feature of this lens that make it unique, that people love, that you just gotta have if you're a photographer or even if you're a videographer, the best thing about this is its bokeh. So the bokeh is the blurry stuff around the subject. So whatever you're focusing on around it, it kind of gets this warped, swirly effect, which makes it like, it's just artistic, man. It's just lovely. So what I've noticed with this lens that makes it even more, a little more fun to play with is the light flare and little cool things this lens does. So at ISO 100, when I stop this lens down a little bit, nothing happens, right? So when I'm at ISO 400 and I'm staring at like some light and I'm stopping it down a little bit, you start to see the aperture blades like appear in the picture. And I feel like being able to use that ability, you know, artistically, I think it's just gonna make your photos like even better, you know? I haven't really played with it too much yet, but getting those blades into the picture, I don't know, it's just awesome. I just discovered it today before this video, so I thought I should share that. A lot of reviews talk about how it's very unique and there's some things in this that you don't see in modern lenses. When you make the imperfections in this work, it just, I don't know, it just has its own like vibe. It just feels great. It just makes you feel things. Now, how this ties into tea time. So while I was walking and I was taking pictures with this lens, it made me think about how we grow up as human beings, you know? Growing up, you learn things. And by learning, all you're doing is pretty much copying, like what this lens did with the Zeiss formula. Now, although it does have its imperfections, it's those imperfections that make it amazing, that make it like a super great lens. And I have my own imperfections, you have your own imperfections, and I feel like it's those imperfections that make us great, you know? The way we live our life, the way we, you know, utilize our imperfections, the way we utilize what we can do, what we're best at. Like, it's best at making super swirly bokeh. It has really cool lens flare. Being able to maximize what you're good at and having those imperfections make you awesome. So hopefully this lens kind of teaches you, it helps you see things differently, that no matter how old you are, right, what you're made of, brand, those things about you, the way you're made, the way you are, those are the things that make you awesome. Those are the things that make you unique. Hopefully this inspires you to maybe go purchase one yourself. Hopefully it makes you see things different too, because I know I did, and it like blew my mind, the connection between us and that lens. And you know, you never know, like I feel like it's gonna be a big thing. There's always an opportunity for you to just blossom and be amazing. But yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say. So if you want to see more of what I do, consider hitting the subscribe button down below for future content. And if you like what you see, hit the like button. Share this video if you liked it and you feel like someone else might like it too. And all I want to say is thanks for watching. Until next time, see ya.